Sub-Saharan Africa has the highest stunting statistics in the continent, with prevalence ranging from 8% in the Seychelles and 47% in Zambia, whilst 27% of Zimbabweans are stunted. The high stunted growth and development figures necessitated the launch of the multi-sectoral, community-based model for stunting reduction, a program focusing on reducing food and nutrition security challenges in the region. Launched in 2013, the government-led initiative was piloted in 4 districts: Mutasa, Chipinge, Chiredzi, and Mwenezi, districts that were prioritized based on the high levels of chronic malnutrition, food insecurity, and population density of children under the age of 5 and poverty rates over the past 10 years. The average stunting rate in these 4 districts was 33%, with the highest prevalence being in Chipinge district at 43.8%. Stunting has adverse effects on children's cognitive and behavioral development. As such, it is critical to address factors as early as conception. UNICEF Nutrition Manager Ismail Teta.
Between the time the women get pregnant to the age of 2 years old, you have about 1,000 days. If you fail during that period to provide child with adequate start in life in terms of nutrition, in terms of health, in terms of hygiene, then it is more likely that you will end up with a stunted child.
To monitor growth and development of children during the window of opportunity and as a way of evaluating the results of the community-based multi-sectoral model to reduction of stunting, UNICEF, in partnership with the Food and Nutrition Council, through a $500,000 fund from the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, developed and launched the multi-sectoral near real-time monitoring system in 2014. Developed for 4 countries, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Uganda, and Swaziland, near real-time monitoring screens every step of data collection and provide early monitoring and warning at all levels. According to UNICEF Zimbabwe's Deputy Representative, Dr. Jane Mwita, whereas the country's health coordination and management information systems were strong, monitoring and evaluation systems were slow.
Although the country has a very strong defined structure for coordination of the food and nutrition security interventions, it didn't have a system that was generating enough and very rapid information, and the various instruments that exist in the country for monitoring are vertical interventions, and what the country needed was a multi-sectoral system that could generate information very rapidly. So we defined what we thought at that moment would be real-time monitoring system, but we soon enough realized that it could not be very real-time, so we call it near real-time.
The multi-sectoral food and nutrition security policy and implementation matrix calls for stakeholders in agriculture, social protection, health, nutrition, education, water and sanitation sectors to address food and nutrition insecurity using a multi-sectoral approach. Previously, data collection and analysis ran in parallel structures with individual sectors gathering data specific to their concerns. Authentication and collaboration of data between the sectors was slow and cumbersome. As a result, responses to intervention programs were always lagging behind.
We are no longer departmentalized as we used to be. We are working together. It is easy to prioritize some interventions, even if they are not in the sector of the Ministry of Health, as it used to be. Because issues of stunting, issues of food and nutrition security, they are not really issues to do with the Ministry of Health alone. It cannot do it alone.
We are trying to attack a problem that is multifaceted, stunting. Instead of us running to look for data from different sources or different ministries, we have it in one place. So that's the big C. That's the other big C, convergence.
The Near Real-Time Monitoring System is an Android and Internet web-based program made up of 3 components, which are the Open Data Kit System, Food and Nutrition Council System, and the Rapid Pro component. Throughout the month, data is collected by village health workers using data collection registers containing questions on wide-ranging multi-sectoral nutrition-specific and nutrition-sensitive indicators. The village health workers submit the registers to either the nurse in charge or the environmental health technician who feeds data into the tablet. At midnight, the system automatically updates itself, generates and sends dashboards to committees. For indicators in the red, the Near Real-Time Monitoring System sends SMS alerts through Rapid Pro to community members, warning them on danger areas. The Food and Nutrition Council Information Technology team, led by Herbert Zirere, analyzes the dashboards and prepares reports for the multi-sectoral stakeholders.
On the dashboard, the different indicators that are collected at household and what level, if with thresholds, which comes out as green, red, or amber. Green meaning the indicator is performing well. Amber it means it's on average. There are likelihoods that it can fall into red or it can improve into green. Whereas red means that the indicator is poorly performing.
Prior to near real-time monitoring, data use was the preserve of practitioners as collection and use initiated at health facilities, whereas near real-time monitoring makes use of data directly from villages. The flow of data from villages to the system, which in turn sends dashboards back to villages and the Food and Nutrition Security Committees at various levels separately, eliminates bottlenecks previously associated with data collection. The system's design allows any of the committees to autonomously communicate with the system, thereby increasing speed and flexibility. Near real-time monitoring has also cut short the data collection cycle from an annual random household sampling approach to a monthly cycle where data is gathered daily and uploaded monthly. Increased availability, access and utilization of near real-time monitoring data has enhanced nutrition improvement planning and decision-making at all levels. According to the Food and Nutrition Council Director, George Kemble, government has utilized near real-time monitoring data for planning, decision-making and programming towards improved results for children.
We realize that the food insecurity, malnutrition problems are more at community level. So there is a need now to have a community-centered approach in addressing the food and nutrition insecurity, especially when you look at the effort to reduce stunting from 40% to 25%. And we agreed that the best approach to ensure reduction of stunting is engaging the community in a multi-sectorial way and ensure that all the stakeholders work together towards a common objective.
Early booking
At ward level, the use of dashboards is enabling villagers in the 4 piloted districts to formulate programs peculiar to specific villages and households' nutrition and stunting requirements. Monthly microplans generated by the ward food and nutrition committees influence efforts by extension workers to improve poorly performing indicators. Committee members engage their communities through public gatherings like village assemblies, ward meetings, field days and agricultural shows to encourage them to address emerging multi-sectoral concerns. Ministry of Agriculture and Mechanization Agritech's Department Extension workers chair the Ward Food and Nutrition Committees.
Ward committee basa rayo rinozovhura pa dashboard toona maindicator edu kuti akamira sei. Taona maindicator kudaro tinozogara pasi togadzira ma action plan kuti toita sei. But tisati taita izvozvo tinomboendesa feedback kuma village kuti ndoma indicator auya akaita tobetsera navo toona tingagadzirisa sei ma indicator edu.
To ensure that villages feed into ward microplans, all village health workers and Agritech's extension officers sit in the Ward Food and Nutrition Security Committee. Another Agritech's officer chairs the Food and Nutrition Security Committee at village level.
tinoatenda ma-meetings navo tichizokwanisa futi kuona information pama-dashboard tozodzoka nawo ku-village committee tovaudza zvinenge zvabuda kuti kune problem yakati, then se-village committee tobva taenda kuna village head wedu odaidzira village assembly meeting, then tobva tapa feedback ku-village.
Multi-sectoral extension workers utilize dashboards and ward committee microplans to formulate individual monthly work and action plans designed to improve indicators specific to their respective line ministries.
Analysis data ndio inoita kuti muite set ma-interventions kuti this time we want to concentrate on this, unlike kudhara tiangozoti hasizi naro izvo takuda kupinda mumararia regai taura nezvemalaria, then kuvana kungomira kuti regai nhasi nditaura nezvakati, but now because of my indicators anouya ma-results awo akutiita kuti titi apa we are not doing good, saka let's concentrate on that.
Muna mwakawanda wamaprofits naana amweni aya asina kakuzwisisa aya anongoti mwana achizvarwa cooking oil ipa kumuroora, ndo paya patinonga tichizototi tasangana kumakilabu kana kumavillage assembly kuya ndotosheedzera kuti vabereki mwana achinge azvarwa from 0 to 6 months haafaniri kuti apuwe chimwe chinhu kunze kwemukaka waamai vake. Saka ndinonga ndotope kurudziro kuona kuti apapo padini paimprove kubve pazvinenge zviri paredi ipapo.
As a consequence of the frequent home visits and awareness campaigns, malnutrition cases and maternity complications emanating from home-based deliveries have significantly declined.
Kenyumba yokusungula ni vile ndatsarisa ine 8 months nichuvukiwe kamwe tsena kehezvi yechimbiri nive ndatsarisa ine 2 months saka nichuvukiwe ka 9 hezvi kemafundiselo eyendu wako nivamba ya utano nemanesi vaina kune musiyano kusaka loko vakari vanga kala vangosaifundisa aingati ku mwana wahambanisiwa aingati yaena na mhani vaena loko kuku mhani vane chivavo mara hezi hazvitiva kuyahambana loko kuku nivili loko kumina mhani nechivavo mwana ufanele anyufanele ninyikwa mapilisi okuhambanisa aingati yemwana neyamina mhani.
Pane mwana wakutanga taingozanganisa taiti dzimwe nguru kakatochemesa tototi ngakapuwe mvura kamwe ngatibikire porridge karye, saka zvaende kokadzosere utano hwako paudoko hwako. Ndikatarise mwana wangu wekutanga ndotarisa neuyu akasiyana kuti uyu utori neutano hwake hwakanyatsokunga hwakatojeka. Amwe acho anoita ungatei haasi kukura ungatei haasi kudya.
Councils are utilizing near real-time monitoring data by comparing dashboards from various wards to establish factors affecting performance between the areas. Findings have influenced planned and systematic settlements as traditional leaders are now being encouraged to ensure that the number of households located within an area match water, sanitation, and health facilities. After availing land, local leaders are now insisting on the construction of toilets first.
Unompa nzvimbo yokugara asi chaunomutaurira ndechekuti usati waka kitchen kana chimwe chinhu unofanira kuaka toilet. Pese panoungana vanhu ndinonga tichikurudzira kuti paite toilet. Pano pama village assembly pane toilet. Kunyari kwatinoita ma ward meetings edu kune ma toilets ari ikoko.
In an effort to increase sanitation coverage and to combat outbreaks of diarrheal diseases, the Ministry of Health and Childcare launched the Zero Open Defecation Strategy. Chipinge and Chiredzi districts in Manicaland and Masvingo provinces respectively are amongst districts with the worst sanitation coverage in the country. Environment health technicians in these red zones have been exploiting the near real-time monitoring data to formulate campaigns aimed at improving access to water and sanitation.
Tichitanga munomu ward yatingati sanitation coverage takatiri pa 29%. Tatanga rudzidziso runoru rwokubatsirana nekuvhiyiwe chini dashboard redu tichiona zviri pared takakwanisa kukwira zvekuti pari zvino taapa 35% sanitation coverage.
Since the launch of the near real-time monitoring system, recent surveys have shown a 10-point increase in the knowledge of caregivers on infant and child feeding practices. Key interventions such as iodized salt and vitamin A supplement intake have improved. There has been a rise in positive actions with increases in early registration of pregnancies, construction of Blair toilets, and use of tippy taps. Speed, relevance, and convergence are the major strengths of near real-time monitoring system data. However, like any other monitoring and evaluation tool, the technology has its challenges. Chief among them is the inconsistency and quality of data with a 60% submission rate.
We would want to track, say, a child from the day that he or she entered into the system up to the time that he or she graduates out of the system. Sometimes we face issues whereby in this month a kid has got data, but in the coming 2 or 3 months the data for that kid is missing. Henceforth we cannot track that kid. Consistency in coming in of data is not what we would want it to be.
Lessons from the pilot phase of the near real-time monitoring system for the multi-sectoral community-based model to stunting reduction have been used to scale up the program from the 4 piloted to 19 districts through funding from DFID. Near real-time monitoring has established itself as the monitoring and evaluation tool for future programming on health and nutrition, particularly for under-2s, pregnant, and lactating mothers.
Across the line, both nutrition-sensitive and nutrition-specific interventions are showing some improvement, and these improvements are even better in the 4 pilot districts where we started the near real-time monitoring system.